Hey guys, it's Robin, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got a little bit of a video about the join promotion that we have going on for July with Scentsy. So throughout the year, Scentsy tends to do a few different join promotions. Some months they'll do like a enhanced join promotion where you get an extra item or something like that. Or they'll do one where if you sell a certain amount of stuff within a certain amount of time, you get extra stuff. They do things like that pretty often. And then a couple times a year, they'll do like a discounted join kit. It's a smaller join kit at a very reduced rate. And that is actually how I joined Scentsy myself. I was not super interested in like selling or anything like that. And I still am not. I just like to share home fragrance stuff. So that's why I'm here. That is kind of why I joined, because I noticed that the value of the kit was better than the price. So like you got more stuff than the price. And that is what's happening this month. This month is the lowest I've ever seen in 3 years the join kit be. So if you've ever been on the fence and considered joining just to be your own consultant, or just to be like a consultant to your family and friends, or even to just like make a little side income and make a real go of it, any of those reasons, this is, I would say, the month to join. This is the one. So every month Scentsy does, well, not every month, but pretty often Scentsy does these little join promotions, and they're smaller, like I said, different ones, different little incentives. Those ones are usually okay. They're fine. They're a little perk if you join. This month, this is the one where, like, if I had a friend who was thinking of joining, this would be the one where I'd be like, no, this is the month you jump on it, because this is the best value I've ever seen. So if you've been thinking about it, this would be the month. So let me go through the contents with you. So the price on this is going to be, because it is Scentsy's 20-year anniversary, it is going to be $20 US, which converts to 26 Canadian dollars. So $20 US, $26 Canadian, and you get to be your own consultant. And so people ask, well, what do I get if I'm my own consultant? And what you get is you start off at 20% commission on anything that you sell or purchase for the first 1,000 PRV, or approximately 1,000 US dollars. After that, you get a boost to 25% forever, like forever and ever. Even if you quit Scentsy and come back, you'll start again at 25% after that first 1,000 PRV or 1,000 US dollars. So yeah, it ends up adding up. If you're a regular Scentsy customer, for many people, it does make sense to be their own consultant, and that is why I joined. So in this kit, for 20 bucks or $26 Canadian, you are getting a mini warmer in Midnight Floral. I'll put a picture of it here. It is a pretty kind of dark navy, dark blue glass mini warmer with a really pretty floral design. Very deep and pretty, and kind of like a nice deep summer floral. Could also work well in the cooler months too, because it is so dark toned. You're also going to be getting 5 of the best-selling Scentsy bars. So that's going to include Black Raspberry Vanilla, which is one of our top best sellers. Almost everyone loves that one. That one is dark berries and vanilla. Really, really pretty. Has like a hint of a musk note to it. Very nice. You're also going to get a bar of Sun-Kissed Citrus. And these are bars, by the way, not testers. These are full-size bars. Sun-Kissed Citrus, which is kind of a like orange jelly bean scent to my nose. It's like a classic orange citrus scent. You're going to get a full bar of Coconut Lemongrass, which is one of our strongest scents in the catalog. It's available year-round. Super strong coconut lemongrass in pretty equal balance. You're going to get Lilac and Violets, which is a pretty true lilac scent to my nose. If you like the scent of lilacs in the spring, this one is very close to that. It is a bit floral, but it is a pretty lilac scent. And you're going to get a bar of Clean Breeze, which in my opinion is highly underrated. I think it might be a pretty good seller, but I feel like it slides under people's radar a lot. Clean Breeze is a really, really nice, clean laundry scent without being floral and without being heavy. So I don't tolerate floral laundry scents well because I'm headache prone, but Clean Breeze I really, really like. It is like a sweet lime dried cotton type scent to my nose. I really like that one. So you're gonna get 5 bars. Black Raspberry Vanilla, Sun-Kissed Citrus, Coconut Lemongrass, Lilacs and Violets, and Clean Breeze. So you're gonna get that plus the mini warmer. You're going to get 25 testers of spring and summer scents and bestseller scents. So the testers are little sample pots. They're about like that big. They're about like 1 cube worth of wax in a little labeled pot. The idea of those is you can either give them to friends and family to sniff, or you can just pry them out of there and melt them yourself, whatever you want to do. You also get 5 catalogs that you can share with family and friends. And you also get the Art of Fragrance kit, which is like a little, how do you describe that? It's like a little, it's about Luna. So Luna is one of Scentsy's top selling fragrances as well. And because Scentsy is about kind of like building fragrances, this Art of Fragrance kit kind of goes through all different notes that are in Luna and kind of really breaks down the scent. So like Luna is a really pretty kind of like light floral, fruity type scent. It's a very soft, very approachable floral, very popular. It has like 9 or 12 different scents in it that make up the actual scent. So it takes you through like these little different sample pots of things that make up the scent of Luna. So it's just a fun little way to kind of get to know how they develop scents and how they design scents. It's kind of a fun experience. So you get that. So if we break it down, the warmer by itself in Canada is $33. The join kit is $26. So you're already saving money just with the warmer alone. The bars are $8 each. So 5 times 8 is $40 worth of bars that you're getting. Even if you just want the bars and the warmer, it doesn't hurt to just become a consultant and get that. So it works out being a good value. So the other reasons I would say to take advantage of this in July are that July tends to be kind of a transitional time in Scentsy's year. So I've been with Scentsy for a few years now, and what I've noticed is that the flow of the year tends to stay kind of the same. So we have the summer, we're kind of doing the hot summer scents right now. The summer collection is out, Bring Back My Bar is out. In August, we're going to transition to transition month. So transition month tends to be everything is 10% off with a couple exceptions, but most things are 10% off. We find out what is leaving and never coming back, and people want to order those things. And then in September, we get a brand new catalog for fall and winter. We get all of the many, many, many limited time collections for harvest, holiday, all these other things that come along throughout the fall and winter season. Fall and winter does tend to be the heaviest time of year for like new releases with Scentsy. So the bonus of joining in July would be that you have a month or two to kind of figure out the ropes of how consulting works, figure out workstation, figure out the website, figure out all of that stuff, so that when fall hits in September, August and September hit, you kind of have an idea, you have your feet wet in the water, and you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. So that it's a good time to learn, it's a good time to join for that reason. Like I said, we do have that sale month in August typically. So becoming your own consultant, even just so you can get like double dipping on the sale, you get 10% off the listed prices during that month. Plus you get the 20% commission on your things. So that ends up being like almost double dipping and getting like 30% off basically, sort of. So it kind of works out that way. The other thing is that in Scentsy's calendar year, what typically happens is it's Scentsy Family Reunion in July. They will announce what the incentive trip is. So we don't know what it is just yet. This past year they did Hawaii. So if you met the incentive requirements, you could go to Hawaii, all expenses paid. So at Scentsy Family Reunion, they're going to announce next year's trip. So the qualification period for that trip tends to be August 1st to end of January, I believe it was. I think that's what it was. Maybe February, maybe January. I can't remember. It's about 6 months. So the qualification period starts probably August 1st, because that's what it typically is. So if you join in July, you can actually have the opportunity to build towards that incentive if you wanted to. And again, if you don't want to and you just want to be your own consultant, that's totally fine too. That's again why I joined. But if you do want to lean hard into it, this would be the time of year to join so that you can not wait until the following year to have an opportunity to earn that incentive trip. If you want to really go hard, this would be the time to join. So it's kind of one of those promotions where I found that sometimes with Scentsy's join promotions, it's either really good for people who just want to be their own consultant, or it's really good only if you really plan to go hard at it. This one seems to be good for both because the price point makes it really, really great for people who just want that mini warmer at a discount and just want those bars at a discount and just want to be their own consultant. Makes it great for that. Easy, done, no effort required, you're just going to be your own consultant. It's also really good for people who really want to lean into this because we have a new season coming up in a couple months. This gives you a chance to kind of figure things out and really kind of hit the ground running when that qualification period for the incentive starts. So really good timing for both crowds of people who may want to join Scentsy. Back in a few months ago, I can't remember when I did it, but I think March or April or somewhere in there, I did a whole video on my Scentsy story and how I got into Scentsy and why I started doing Scentsy and what I expected from Scentsy and then what I ended up getting from Scentsy. And it was just it's a pretty long-winded video actually. You can go back, I'll probably link in the description below if you want to go back and watch that. But I had zero intention of selling. I didn't want to be a person that sells anything. I just wanted to, I love home fragrance and I always have. So I ordered Scentsy sometimes and I was like, well, I just want to get commission back. And they had a join promotion the month I joined too. It wasn't this good, but it was I think around $30 when I joined, 30 or 35. And you got the mini warmer and a few other things as well. So I was like, I just want that mini warmer. That's all I want. And then I'll just get some like money back on my future orders. And that's what I want. Beautiful. So I was like, I don't want a sponsor who's going to really hound me though. Like I don't want any part of that. I just want a sponsor who's going to just let me live my life and leave me alone and be cool. So I found one that seemed chill, and she's from the US actually. So yeah, location doesn't matter so much. I just picked someone that I liked. So it doesn't matter if you're in the US or Canada, you can pick whoever you want to be your sponsor. I'm happy to sponsor you. I have a very nice little team. We're super happy. Very low pressure, very low key. And that's what I have in my sponsor as well, because like I said, I wasn't looking to be hounded or pressured or anything like that. And that's kind of what I try to do for my team too. I'm here to help if you want me to, but I will also leave you the heck alone if that's what you want. So found my sponsor and I signed up on like the very last day of the promotion. I was like, should I even do it? Like, should I? I don't know. But then I was like, yeah, it's a good deal. So I signed up and then I started making videos just for the heck of it, because I like to share home fragrance. And that is kind of what I've been doing ever since. So it's worked out well. And I think some of my favorite things about it have been the people, both my viewers, the people that leave comments, and my team, and the people that are higher up than me. Everyone is so nice, so supportive, and you don't really get a lot of like toxicity here at all. It's a very nice crowd. You guys leave the sweetest comments. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. I have a super sweet team, super supportive, love them. So the other thing I like is that it's pretty on your own schedule. You set your own goals. If you don't have goals, that's a-okay. But if you do have goals, there's ways to get that and there's support to get that too. And because I am like pretty busy, I have a full-time job, I have pets, I have a husband, I have a home, I have a child, I have all kinds of things on my plate all the time. I do like the ability to kind of either lean in or lean out when I need to. So if I have too much else going on and Scentsy has to take a back seat on the back burner, it can for a little while. And then when I can pick it back up, I do, because it's something I love. So it's not like it's something that I feel like I have to do. It's something that I want to do. And so I make time to do it. So if I can't do it, then that's fair enough. Life gets busy and sometimes we can't do the things we want to do. And that's just the reality of life. But when I do have the time, I'm excited to jump back in and pick up where I left off. And that's been probably my favorite thing about it, is the grace that it allows. You can lean in or lean out whenever you need to for as long as you need to. And I love that about it. So that's been really, really nice. And thank you guys for letting me do that when I need to, and still being here when I come back. So that's been super helpful. Sometimes people ask too, like, is it worth the time you put in? And like anything else, it's one of those things where you have to build it up with consistency, and over time things just kind of fall into place. I don't know how to describe it. It's just that if you're consistent and keep at it and keep doing all the things, eventually it just kind of works out. I don't know. Like at first, nobody started ordering from me after my first video. I was making videos here for like a long time before people started ordering from me. And I was just doing it because I was having fun and I like doing it. And that is still why I do it. But now so many of you are super kind and you order through me and you talk to me in the comments, and it's super fun that way. So yes, over time, it does start to really be worth the hours you put in. And like anything else, the more you put into it with effort and with consistency and time, the more it pays off. Like the grass is greenest where you water it. So where you put the time and the effort in, things tend to grow. And that's just kind of in any aspect of life, I think, including Scentsy. For me, Scentsy and YouTube is like the fun money. It's the things like going out for dinner, it's buying new furniture, it's, oh shoot, something broke, we have to fix it or replace it. And it's that kind of thing. It's the extra side stuff for me. So it's not the thing I rely on to pay my bills. It is, I have a full-time job for that, and that's great. But it's like the extra fun money for me. And I really, really love that about it, and I really appreciate that. So it's super nice that way. And again, I would still be buying Scentsy if I wasn't a consultant. That's the thing. And that's I think that's why it made so much sense to me to just grab that join kit when it was discounted at $35 or whatever it was when I bought it. You got more stuff than the cost of the kit, and that's the same with this join promotion this month as well. So if you want to break it down, so say you place a $200 order one month, and you don't necessarily do that every month, but maybe 1 month out of every few months you place a $200 order. If that's something that you might do, you would get 20% back on that. So that's at least a $40 rebate basically on your order. So it just kind of works out. Like, it's just, why leave that money on the table, you know? It's substantial money, and it does add up over time. So if you do invest that $20 into the join kit, you get much more than that in the value of the bars and the mini warmer. Then let's say you place an order once in a while and you get like $40 back. So now you got a good deal on this product that you got in the join kit, and you're getting $40 back every time you place a $200 order forever. And then that commission's actually going to go up over time, because after you hit 1,000 US, again, it's 25% after that. And then there's opportunities for bonuses on that too. So it really starts to add up, and it's a good investment that way. And some of you are probably thinking, can I just like sign up for the mini warmer and the bars and then just like ghost? And the answer is you can. So no one's gonna force you to like keep being a consultant after you get that kit. You can only join Scentsy one time in your life. So you can grab that kit for the $20 or $26 and then never speak to your sponsor again. That's an option. You can do that realistically. But then if you ever do want to join Scentsy again, you can either just rejoin free of charge. There's no startup cost if you ever want to come back, or they'll give you an opportunity to purchase a like starting or restart kit or a reinstatement kit. So you can either rejoin in the future, like 5-10 years down the road, free of charge, or you can purchase this reinstatement kit so you have more products, but it won't be the value of the join kit, if that makes sense. So yes, you can theoretically just join and grab that kit if you wanted to. If you do that, I would let your sponsor know that that's what your plan is. Just be upfront about it so they're not like hounding you or trying to help you when you don't want help. Just let them know. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and kind of share a little bit more about that join promotion and my Scentsy story. But again, I think a better recap of my Scentsy story is my video I did a few months ago. So if you want to learn more about my particular Scentsy journey, you can go back and watch that. But this is just kind of highlighting, you know, this particular month's join kit. One question I get about being a consultant a lot is like, are there any costs associated to being a consultant? Because that's a really valid question. So yes and no. So to break that down, so part of being a consultant is there's a personal website. You don't have to have it. If you're just going to be your own consultant, there's really no need to have one. So when you join, you do get 3 months for free of the personal website. The only reason you would want to have a personal website is so that other people can just type in your website and order from you. And that's only if you want to, you know, be selling. If you are only going to be placing orders for yourself or placing orders for friends and family, and they're just going to give you the order that they want and you can place it for them, you don't need to have a website. There's no need. Then there's no website cost at all. The one other time you do need a website is during flash sales. So if you want to order from yourself and get commission on your flash sale purchases, you could sign up for that 1 month website and then just cancel it after that if you wanted to, or order through your sponsor or another team member. So that is the times when you would want a website, but generally if you're just your own consultant, you really don't need one. I do have a website because people tend to order from me, and I'm really grateful for that. So it's a business expense. So to remain a consultant, in 1 calendar year, from the time you join to the following year, you have to spend $200 US or 200 PRV basically in 1 calendar month, one time. So you don't have to spend 200 or sell 200 every month at all, but one of those 12 months you have to have sold or spent 200 PRV, so about $200 US. So that is the requirement to be active as a consultant. What if you don't do that? If you don't do that, you just stop being a consultant after a year has passed. So if none of those months you did 200 in sales or PRV, you would just stop being a consultant. You'd become inactive. And then you might say, well, shoot, they kicked me out. So you can rejoin anytime for free. So you don't have to pay for another join kit. You can just rejoin anytime for free. And that's one thing to keep in mind too. If you've been a consultant before and you've been on a Scentsy journey in the past and you want to get back at it, you can do that free of charge, $0, or you can purchase that reinstatement kit I talked about earlier. So that is an option. You just, if you've been a consultant before, you can't purchase this join promotion for July because you've already been a consultant before, but you can join for $0 if you want to. The other thing about reinstating is you don't have to reinstate under the same consultant you joined under before. So once you are in Scentsy, you now have that sponsor for the entire time you're with Scentsy. But if you cease being a consultant and you stop being a consultant for a period of time, you can rejoin under whoever else you want. You don't have to have that same sponsor again if you don't want to. If you want to and they were great, beautiful, sign up under them again. But if you want to choose someone else, that is an option if you want to. And again, I am happy to help, or whoever you want. So yeah, if you have any questions about being a consultant or you want to chat about that or something, feel free to put a question in the comments below or email me. My email address is in the description box below as well. So is my social media stuff. So if you want to message me on Instagram or something, you can do that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. And I hope you are having a great July. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.